Sorry I'm late. I was making tuna tubes.
Hi, my name's Austin, and this is Late Starters. Well, we're here again, another episode in your face.
Hey, what's up? Calynn here. Alright, so I'm supposed to tell you something. Chunks, what was that? Oh, right. Oh, good. Yes. Papers. Good. Keep those on hand. Alright, so last time, Victor and Ford were fighting this weird green-haired ninja on some cliffs, and that lady had Abra in a bag. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's such a dick move. Anyways, all around them, these giant mushrooms started coming to life. They think I'm crazy? Oh, it was Paris. Okay. It was Paris. That makes a lot more sense. They were like zombie Paris. Okay, cool. Ford and Posey started fighting. A Houndour? They fought a Houndour? Oh my god, I missed so much. That's awesome. Anyways, Posey took him out. That makes sense. Posey is a water type and a Houndour is fire. Anyways, Ford is so pumped, which he should be, because he's like, oh man, Posey did awesome. I should congratulate her. Chonks, make a note. That scribble, I'll remember. That's a good scribble. All right. Anyway, so, what happens next? Victor takes the worst of it, and this Paris scratches him. Oh my god. And then Abra grabs a spoon from Victor's backpack. Oh man, he loves spoons. Anyways, they keep going on with this battle. There's a mysterious purple light, and then Victor's thrown onto a mushroom. Oh my god, and it spores him? Oh, that's terrible. Wow. Well, he seems fine now, so it's probably fine. Anyways, oh yeah, I remember this part. I won my battle with, Jeremy? Jeremy? Trunk says it wasn't Jeremy. I don't remember. Who knows? And then my stupid brother Coulter was like, I won't tell the rest of the family that you got the fire starter Pokemon instead of the water type, which honestly, I shouldn't have even had to remind him, because that was the agreement. So then back to the boys, because I could spend all day telling you about my victory, but I think that I'm supposed to not do that. I think I have to tell you like a whole bunch of stuff. So anyways, back with the boys. They're boarding the bus, and then they're doing a little bit of line to get Ford on there, because Ford totally didn't buy a ticket. That's cool. I respect Ford a little bit more now. Oh, and Victor was bleeding and affected by the spores. That's no good. And then the bus driver's like, oh man, Victor's messed up. I'll definitely take you to Pallet City anyways. And Abra is in Victor's lap. That makes sense. Abra loves Victor. And then they make it to the Pokemon Center. Hey, that's where they met me. I was at the Pokemon Center too with Nurse Joy. I met that Nurse Joy too. Oh man. And I registered to be a trainer, and I did it. The candy's free. It said there's a note about stealing candy. It's free, guys. It's just free. Anyone can have it. Whatever. So anyways, Victor's like, okay, Abra, go into the wild now. We fixed you. And Abra's like, hell no. Victor's cool as hell. I'm staying here. And then Abra puts himself in a Pokeball. And then Ford's like, okay, I'm going to be a trainer with Posey, which also makes sense. And then Victor's gonna register with Abra, and then Victor was like, well, what do we name him? And I was like, I don't know, but then they named him Spoons, and it makes sense because he loves spoons. Ugh. Chunks, was that note mean again? Oh shit. Well, I'm sure it wasn't important.
All right. As Victor finishes up registering with the Pokemon League and joins back up with you guys, you all notice a woman with long red hair and glasses wearing a white lab coat, and a man with very small eyes and spiky black hair talking, and they keep glancing over towards you three. Calynn, you recognize them as Professor Willow and Dr. B from the lab.
Do I?
Yeah. Well, you've seen these people before. I don't know.
Are we passing them on the way out?
Are you all heading out?
Oh, me, yeah. Yes. I am. I'll just keep saying, yes, I am.
Right.
And
Anybody
you know what? I need
Yeah,
you guys
Ford,
do what you're going to do.
Ford doesn't know any better. he doesn't know what he's doing around here, so yeah.
Yeah, and I'll follow forward.
Yeah. I've pretty much decided that I'm not going to take Totodile to this doctor. I'm just going to keep Totodile and just never go.
All right.
Excellent. Well, on the way out, Calynn's definitely going to pass Dr. B and be like, Dr. B, hold her fist out for a fist bump.
As you approach, and you start to get your hand ready for this fist bump, and you start to
It's being ready. I'm being ready, Austin.
You do hear them chatting back and forth. All three of you do. They're not. It's not really silent. They say, "Hey, are the Otis and they're still here?" I don't know them. I told you to ask. You ask. No, you. Oh, shut up. Here they come. And then you say,
Dr. B, and hold my fist up for a fist bump.
"Oh, hey." He reaches out and fist bumps you. How's it going?
Awesome. Did you see the battle I won with Chonks?
I did. I officiated it. It was amazing. And
Yeah,
Chonks
but did you see it?
Chonks runs up and grabs his leg and hugs it. And he says, I did see it. You did amazing. And he kind of pats her on the back. Professor Willow kind of pushes her glasses up and steps forward. And she says, it's funny. You're so good with your Pokemon. That's what Dr. B was telling me?
Yeah, because Chunks is the best Pokemon. Duh.
And I noticed you're a little bit older than the rest of the trainers. Are you getting a late start or something?
Are you supposed to ask our ages? Like, that feels illegal.
Oh, it's not.
Okay.
She pulls out a book. Pokemon guidelines. We need to know everybody's age. But anyways, she shuts the book. I'm not with the Pokemon League. She stuffs it back in her.
Oh, so then it doesn't matter. Then you can just ask anybody their age. If you're not with the Pokemon League, then it's just a general question.
Right. Also, I don't know your exact age. I can just tell that you're older.
Okay, well now it sounds like bullying, but all right.
Oh, I think we're getting off on the wrong foot here. I'm sorry.
Nick, at this point, Victor's just kind of looking to Ford like, what the heck?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know who these people are.
And she, looks back to you two, whispering, and she says, let me include you all. Can you come with me back to the lab for a minute? I just want to ask you all three a question. A few questions.
Why can't you ask us here? Never go to the second location.
I heard you say that.
It's like, are we getting arrested?
Yeah, are we getting arrested? Good question. Are we getting arrested?
No, you're not being arrested. You're being
Are we in trouble?
approached with a job.
Oh,
With a
yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ford thinks about the fact that he didn't do the last job. He's like, oh, yeah, that might be a good idea.
Ford, roll me intuition check.
Oh, yeah, we're not using dice. Hold on. Let me get my sheet up here. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Intuition, you said.
Yes.
I know exactly where that is. It's... Okay, I got it. That's not good.
Oh,
That's about as bad as it could possibly go, actually.
I think mathematically it is...
Listen,
Intuit nothing.
I'm no math
Yeah.
bitch, but...
I'm no math bitch either.
I
Wait
got
a minute.
I got a 1.
A
Which
one.
I don't even think it matters what dice you roll. A 1 is always the
Well,
worst.
let's look. You rolled a 1-1. Just
1-1.
Yeah. Ford, I mean, it sounds like a job. You're right. You didn't do the last one.
Yeah.
You're right. That's what you get out of this. Nothing else. Nothing else at all.
Yeah. So that's all I think about. It's like, maybe some work would be good. That's my inner monologue right there.
This woman goes back to talking Professor Willow, and she says, the reason I want to take you... Technically, Calynn, this is the second location, right? We met this morning.
what?
Right. When you got that Chonkmander.
So you're gonna murder me here?
No, we're gonna go to the third location. That's how you know it's not a murder. That's how you know it's a job. When there's three
Murder?
locations.
I haven't gone through the rules
She
so
said
far.
murder first.
Murder?
She
I
said
was talking
murder.
about jail.
Should
what do you
we
mean
should
murder?
we leave?
No.
I know.
I
I
feel
don't
like
want
we
to
should
get
all
murdered.
leave. This seems like really shady.
Dr. Brock raises his
Super
hand.
aggressive.
I'm gonna grab Chunks and lift her up and like pull her in close, like stay away from us.
Dr. B says, hold up, you guys know I'm cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. B, you're hella
Puts
cool.
his fist out for each of you to bump.
I'm not
I
bumping.
have
I
no
don't
idea
know
who you are.
I
Yeah.
immediately bump his fist. It's
Sorry,
Dr.
who are you?
B. It's Dr. B. He's like he's super cool.
You know what the first thing a cop would say? Is you guys know that I'm cool. No.
You can't be a cop if you're a doctor, idiot.
You think I would go to medical school just so I could... Never
I
mind.
just got a lab coat. I could get a lab coat. Tell people
She's
I'm a doctor.
professor.
No, yeah, not her. Dr. B is a doctor. She is potentially a murderer. I'm not really sure.
She says, you said murder first. I was...
You took me to a second location.
You
Okay,
came to
well,
here.
Who are you?
We
You're
came here.
Dr. B.
I'm
Who are you,
Dr.
Dr. B?
I'm Dr. B.
Is B short for anything? You just
Brock.
go by B? Brock.
You
Okay,
can
and
call
then
me
who are
Brock.
you?
Who am I?
The other one, the one sitting next to Dr.
This is
Brock.
Professor Willow. And she says, I'm the professor of... the...
Yeah, you can see the recognition on Ford's face at that name. Like, oh no.
And he says... She says, look, I just wanted... I need a favor, but it needs to be discreet. And Dr. B says, I'll vouch for her. She just can't say it around. And you look around, and there are a couple of people in this Poke Center, or this Pokemon Center.
Calynn extremely loudly, because that is how she always is going, oh, a secret? For sure. Let's go back into the... Yeah, let's go back there. I'll listen.
You see Professor Willow grab the bridge over her nose.
Yeah, Ford's like, yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. We'll go. You can't have my Pokemon.
No, I don't want your...
Oh, it's aggressive.
You're trying to steal his Pokemon?
No, I don't know. She shakes her head.
All right, yeah, I'll start hurting people. No, it's okay. We can go.
What?
I wouldn't.
Is it?
Yeah, we can go. You can't have my Pokemon.
Okay.
I guess we go.
Yeah.
They looked at you,
Yeah.
Victor.
Yeah.
Throws his fucking hands up like, okay.
Calynn will follow Dr. B.
You guys walk out of the Pokemon Center, cross the way a little way to the lab, go into the lab where you were this morning, Calynn, where people were in here and getting their Pokemon earlier this morning. And she kind of takes you back into like her little workspace. It has monitors on the walls. It has you see like rows and rows of these they kind of look like shelves, and inside them are these little circular like pedestals that would hold a ball, and you know that like these are probably for storing Pokeballs, and there's like hundreds of them on the wall. There's also these tubes you can see on each side, and like under each row of these little storage containers is a pipe that goes up, and you see another kind of like cylinder shape. You all see this as you like walk in, where there's an opening at the top where it looks like a Pokeball might go through and come out the top. And as you look around, this is a lab. It's like got scientific stuff all around it. Beakers, fucking different colored liquids, refrigerators. There's even some cages in here. Nothing is in the cages at the moment. If anybody wants to roll like a medicine education check, I'll give you a little bit more on like.
Those are
cages.
Yeah, I want to.
exactly all the pieces that you need to science.
Yeah.
Yes. This is a good science area. I rolled a
much
13 on
science.
education medical.
I rolled a 12.
I didn't. Just
So,
didn't.
Ford, there's some cages in here and nothing's in them. Why the fuck would you have cages if they ain't gonna put nothing in them? But Victor and Calynn. So Calynn, you know, kind of from back home, interacting with some of the other Pokemon that you have. You know cages when you have to take them to the vet and stuff. And you know this as well, Victor, from just general Pokemon knowledge. If you take a Pokemon into the vet and they need to get worked on, sometimes they need to be in a cage so they don't run away, or maybe so you can draw blood, or, you know, whatever they need to do. These cages aren't for housing or, you know, like keeping them in. It's for while they're doing things.
Like a Pokemon cat carrier?
Yeah, kind of like that. And as you get in here, she kind of pulls up some files and looks back to you all, and she says, I want... You all are the oldest trainers we've seen today.
Rude.
And I thought that you all may be a good pick to do a little bit more of a... I wouldn't say dangerous. I would say a job that needs a little bit more tact and a little bit more...
Oh yeah,
finesse.
for sure. We're your guys.
She looks at you and she says, yes.
As I'm touching the touchscreen while she's looking at me, one of the ones on the wall. I'm just flicking through all the files as I'm saying all of this to her.
As you're flicking through the files, roll me a general education. Is there computers or technology or something?
There is not
So-
computers.
It's technology education.
Oh yeah, there is technology education. I lied. Okay,
Roll me that.
7.
A 7. So as you're scrolling through these files, most of them, like, is some like little information, but it looks like they're just empty files. Like, you could tell that something used to be here, but it's been deleted. But they didn't like they just deleted what was in the files, not the file themselves. And as you scroll through, that's what you notice. And she kind of says, my grandfather, you may know him, is Professor Oak. I would say probably Victor and Calynn know it. Ford, you probably haven't heard of Professor Oak. Or you say you don't know a lot about Pokemon. How much do you know about, like, the general...
I know a different professor, insert tree name.
Yes.
Yeah. No, not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot. You know, just whatever you would pick up sort of like generically.
So yeah, I'll say you probably heard the name, but
Yeah.
you don't know much about him. And so as she says that, she says, my grandfather, Professor Oak, invented the Pokédex. The Pokédex was a device that was given to trainers, and they used it to record Pokemon data, to compile a database of all the information that the trainers see as they went out. It was my grandfather's greatest achievement. He collected all kinds of data in the fastest way possible without having to pay anybody.
A pyramid scheme. Nice.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds.
I guess
It was fine right up until that whole not paying anybody part, and then
So-
it sounds kind of.
With
Yeah,
that,
it's free labor.
No, Ford. It's like when you have like a lot of pants and then you give them to somebody to sell and then you have to take some of their money. So like you don't pay them. They just have to sell the pants, but then you get money from them, and the more people you bring in, the more money that you get. It makes sense, right?
How many of these have you signed up for?
I can't sell anything, but I one time did get people to give me money for selling things. I just remembered that I never got them the thing. Well, it's fine.
It's probably not fine.
Professor Willow looks over at Rock,
God.
Dr. B. She says, are you sure? She's fine. She's cool. I know her brother. Just Uh, so
So your grandfather invented Pokemon Skynet?
pretty much. And to be fair, I say he didn't pay them, but every Pokedex that he gave out, he also gave the trainer a companion Pokemon. So
He was running a freebie deals? Like, I don't understand this.
it was kind of the
He
thing.
was selling people's information is what it was. It looked like it was free for the end users, but it was collecting data on them and selling it. I guarantee that's how he was making money.
No, you have it all wrong.
They were sending Pokemon-based advertisements.
It was only
based on their
Pokemon data.
collected.
He didn't record any of the other data. He didn't listen to their phone calls.
Oh, see, I never mentioned a phone.
What? She mentioned murder and stealing. She says, well, either way, he deleted everything. The whole network. All
Before
the
he got
files.
Why didn't he like back it up before an
No.
accident like
He did it on
that?
purpose.
What?
Yes, because there was apparently an attack, and the Pokemon
the-
were...
The
Huh?
feds were getting close, is what it
The
was.
feds... You mean the Pokemon League? And how they work...
No, the Poke-Feds, obviously.
Like how the Pokemon League and the government are all intertwined?
The-
They are?
PBI.
Well, there's a lot... The gym leaders seem to have a lot of say in their cities, usually. Can't
It's
say
the
much about
Poke-
Meridian City.
Pokeluminati.
How do you know about that? Brock's
No, I said too much.
Brock's eyes do not squint, but they look at you straight.
Are you squinting? I can't tell.
That's rude.
Are you giving me a... Is that the... You giving me the eye?
Yes. You know about... Anyways. Oh, there's like a ripple in time, and we cut... no, I'll cut that.
Frosted.
Maybe I'm part of the Illuminati.
The Ostaluminati.
Illumination. Wait a minute.
Illuminastin.
You got it. That was it.
Yeah, that's better.
She says, the reason my grandfather deleted all the data that he had compiled over the years was because there was an attack on Kanto. Attack on Kanto's forces. And it was...
Like, name one. We went to school.
Name one what?
Attack
force.
on Kanto.
It was...
When the giant people came and started... They broke down the walls?
No, not that time.
The people with the capes were the only ones that could fight them?
You know about those Pokemon? That's from a later... What?
They make really weird faces. I remember that. Really tall people had really weird faces.
She thinks for a second. Dr. Brock starts to just nod at you.
I gotta stay focused. I'm sorry. I
Seeing
see
Dr.
really-
B nodding along, Calyn's gonna nod too, like she knows what he's talking about. She has no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Victor, as you see them all nodding, you look down and Chunks looks up at Dr. B and then looks back to Calynn and then looks to Ford and just starts nodding. She said there was an attack. It's not widely known. They tried to keep it under wraps because the Pokemon that this other region used to attack Kanto and Johto's forces, they were genetically enhanced using the data that my grandfather compiled. These other region was experimenting on Pokemon, changing them. Some of them are in pain. Some of them turned out fine, but his data was used to enhance those Pokemon that took lives. So he deleted all his data.
The island of Dr. Morokimon. No? Oh, come on. You've never seen the island of Dr. Moreau?
Oh shit!
That was such a good joke. It was
Somebody will
wasted.
get it. Somebody.
I hope
Somebody will
so.
appreciate
I hope
it.
so. Somebody tweeted me if they got that joke, because I was really proud of that one.
At Remo beware.
Yeah.
I mean, it did sound like it went together, right? Like it
Yeah,
sounded like
hey,
it was...
hey, you said it confidently, so I believe you.
How are these Pokemon genetically enhanced?
Some of them, I've heard stories about type changes, but not the same way an evolution type change, a force type change. They would take the cells of some of the Pokemon and others and try to splice them and create new ones. The same way you would maybe make clones. They tried to do that, but by altering the DNA. I've heard stories of these experiments going wrong and flesh falling off the Pokemon, or they're growing gills and not being able to breathe outside of the water, or
Okay.
just malformed.
You're talking about little zombie Pokemon.
She
I don't know
nods.
how to feel about this.
I turn and look at Ford, and Victor's like, it's just like those Paris that we saw back in the woods.
What was wrong with those Paris?
The flesh was coming off of them.
That's not what they normally look like?
No.
Oh, no.
You've seen these? You've seen Encanto? You've
Yeah.
seen something like this in Kanto?
Yeah, there were lots of them. God, I wish I'd taken a picture or something. We were a little busy, but yeah, I think I did see something like that.
Fighting ninjas.
Ninjas? She runs over and like pulls out like a tablet and like opens it up and starts like frantically taking notes. Tell me everything. And she types in ninja.
I think we already did. There was a ninja and there was zombie Pokemon that I didn't realize were zombie Pokemon because I thought that's what they look like.
And they were Paris? How many? 2?
Yeah.
3?
Oh,
I don't know,
lot.
like 80?
She looks up. This is not good. And she looks over to Brock. He shakes his head. I'm gonna have to contact some people, Brock. And like you see him kind of nod, and he pulls out his phone and starts like looking through it.
Another thing, if they're zombies, they totally like scratched me. Am I gonna be a zombie too?
Oh!
Ah!
Ford backs away.
Put her in the cage! Put her in the cage!
Victor put themselves in the game. No, I'm kidding. Quarantine.
I can. We'll take a look.
Quarantine!
Brock says, "Yeah, let me take a look at it. At your scratches." I don't
Nobody
think
said
you're gonna-
no. Nobody said no.
Not a
I
single
was-
person said no. It
Brock
was a
says-
bit.
Brock
It was
says-
a bit.
Freaking out. Oh no.
I don't think that it. There's he does quotes when he says zombiness would be contagious. There is. Well, it's a parasite or a Paris, so there might be poisoned. Were you poisoned?
It's what big Dr. wants us to think. That there's the zombie apocalypse is a...
Is there like a test you can run?
Yeah. Let me see your cut. And he like rolls up his sleeves and goes over.
And Calyn's
gets
gonna
something
put
out
her hand on Victor's shoulder and she's gonna say, "We'll get through this together. You'll live. It's gonna be okay."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Reaches a little hand up and puts it right beside Cal.
Oh. Guys, I'm freaking out.
We might need to amputate.
Brock looks over his shoulder.
Ford starts looking for like an axe.
Your bedside manner is not great.
I did my best.
Not you. You're fine.
Oh, okay, thanks.
And he starts to look at the wound and like he pulls out a Q-tip and gets some samples and stuff. And while he's doing that, the professor like finishes whatever she was doing and comes back over and she says, "This can't be by chance. I just meet you. You've seen these things. You're destined to do this job."
Does that excuse me? And as she looks over, I'm pouring one beaker of liquid into another beaker of liquid. I don't know what either are, but I'm
don't
like,
do
I
that.
didn't see him. Does that exclude me?
When you finish, it's like a So you have a blue liquid in one of your hands, and the liquid that you're pouring is orange. And as you pour like the liquids together, you see them just start spinning in this vortex, and then just you see like a mix of this blue and orange liquid. And as it like mixes and mixes, it starts to foam up and come out of the top of the beaker.
I'll set it down. Step back.
This is an OSHA violation.
It just pours over and over. Oh, I'll have to clean that up later. It's fine. It won't eat through anything. Oh.
I don't know. That countertop's looking pretty bad.
She goes and gets a fire hydrant, sprays it on and then wipes it up.
A fire hydrant.
Yeah.
She goes outside to
Gets
the
a fire
curb.
hydrant. She says, "Fuck, this won't work," and she comes back inside and gets a fire extinguisher. And after she finishes that, cleaning up this foam mess, she says, "Look." Oh, she sighs. I believe that I know all his research and why he destroyed it all, because he doesn't want those Pokemon to suffer and to have to go through that. And I don't believe those experiments or anything were right either. But the research has been done. The information has been collected. What they already know, we don't know now. So they have the information. We don't have it anymore. They've changed the Pokemon already. We don't have any way to help them.
So, just so I'm clear, are we going into, like, put all the data on a disc and bring it back? Or are we going on, like, a search and destroy type mission? Like,
No,
what
please
exactly are
don't
you
destroy
asking us?
anything.
Okay.
What I want you to do is to recompile the Pokedex data for me. I can't leave the lab. Obviously now I have even more work to do. I need a new desk, and there's new Pokemon out here. You're saying that there's these genetically enhanced Pokemon out here. That means that they're back. That means that whoever these people were that attacked us, that wasn't the last we're going to see of them.
So we have to infiltrate this island.
We'll do that. She looks over to Brock, and as Brock's finishing up, he like pulls out the Q-tip that he's had in this jar, and it's green now, and he says, "Oh, this means not poisoned. Green means good. You're not poisoned, Victor."
Awesome. Okay,
Tested for
thanks.
poison and not for zombie?
Well, if she is not
yeah, that's
poisoned,
a
I
good
don't
point.
think she would be zombied.
Oh, okay, no, that's fair. That's reasonable.
Here's some Neosport, so it doesn't scar up.
Here's a wet wipe.
What a
said-
band-aid with a cute little Pikachu on it.
His has got a Geodude on it. He pulls it out of his bag that's in his like little satchel. And he says, "They're normally Pikachu. He's the favorite, but this is my personal. It's Geodude."
We already used all the Pikachu ones.
First thing, I'm gonna give Chonks a look at that bag, like try to be like, go steal those band-aids. See if Chonks gets it.
She winks at you and backs up like 3 steps behind everybody. We'll see what happens.
Excellent. And then I think Calynn will turn to the professor and be like, all right, but we will help these Pokemon though, right? The ones that are like in pain and mutated and stuff?
That's what I want the data for, to figure out how to reverse anything we can. But if these Pokemon were born this way, to help them, to help fix them, and
They're Gagamon.
Gagamon.
Yeah, they were born this way.
Right, I'm in.
Oh, sweet. Are there any other questions? And then Brock will, like, as he stands up after he's finished checking Victor and starts washing his hands, he'll say, "There is another kind of caveat. Well, not a caveat. The Pokemon, you need to see how they're acting in the wild, not just trained, caught Pokemon. They tend to act different.
Are Brock and Willow, are they actual Pokemon characters? Or are these people you made up?
Brock is.
Oh, okay, okay.
Professor Willow has ties. She's created by me, but she's canon from canon characters.
Okay.
Professor Oak's real.
Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, so basically we're just going around and catching Pokemon then.
Pretty much.
Okay.
If they're doing some things that you see in the wild, the Pokédex will record what they're doing and give you a feedback. But if you have stuff that you notice and that you want to send back to the Pokédex, you can do that as well. Like if you notice that a Pokemon tends to like a certain berry more than another, and the Pokédex doesn't pick up on that, you can let us know that, and will help us in our studies.
Okay.
And
we get paid, right?
They look back and forth to each other.
It's a job. Like,
Brock nods. He says, "Yeah, I'll transfer some money to your account every week."
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm in.
An allowance, sweet.
So if you all bring your phones over here.
Calynn will look at Chonks and then just be like, I lost it.
You lost what?
My phone.
What were you gonna do in this day and age?
What? Oh, who do I need to talk to?
I got an extra one. Brock said. Pulls out of his satchel, and as he does, roll me a stealth check for. Is there stealth? Yeah, roll me a stealth check for Chonk.
All right, let's see. 9? That's not the worst.
That's not the worst. Let's see. I will do this. Calynn, you see just as he reaches his hand in to get this phone, you see a tiny hand come out and some band-aids just go, and some fall on the ground, but she's got a handful. And he pulls out a phone and hands it to you.
Nice, I'll take it.
It's a pretty good phone. It's not a great phone. It's a smartphone, at least.
That's okay. I generally don't get good phones because sometimes, not all the time, I lose them because sometimes, when you go to the bathroom and you're texting and then you put it on top of the stall and then you just walk out and it's gone.
Dr. B's nodding.
Yeah, you know.
That's why I always keep an extra.
Solid call.
You keep a burner?
Yeah.
It's your drop phone in case the fuzz ever catches you?
The fuzz can't get me. I'm over the fuzz.
Oh no, what happened between Brock and Jenny? This is some backstory I wasn't expecting to hear tonight.
I'm not even gonna get into it. That woman, the Jenny from Lavender Town.
Go on.
I can't. My heart. Listen, plug your phones in here. Oh, I'd have to go. Brock runs off. You see tears streaming in the wind behind him. Just sparkling.
What did you do?
What just happened?
What?
He's really touchy about the Jenny.
I think he's in love.
He
Yeah.
won't admit it, but yes. He's married, though, so... Listen, it's a whole thing. He's married to... Never mind. We'll get
No,
into
you
this
have
later.
to. You started this.
I can't tell his personal business.
You already kind of did.
Yes, you are very convincing.
I'm gonna plug my phone in now.
Thank you.
This conversation's gotten weird. I have no idea what happened.
I know your name's Ford.
Yeah, that just it. Yeah, you're
just-
Professor Willow.
Yeah. Alright. The rest of you want to plug your...
Oh yeah. Do you have a cable? Because I don't. I just got this phone and I.
Yeah, here. She pulls a cable out of a drawer.
What about a case?
Damn
Do you
it!
have a case?
Yeah, do you have a case?
A nice
She pulls a
pop-
case out.
Nice pop socket for the back.
Here you go.
Is there like do you have one of those like cordless headphones that like you can Bluetooth in?
Fresh out of those.
Do you have a hat? I could use a hat.
Yeah, you can get one from the front. There's a gift shop in the lab at the front. You know, you get it. Listen,
Fingers left.
I love
for
you all.
asking for stuff.
You guys are
You
gonna-
just met us.
I know, and you're very charming, I will say.
I've literally never been told that in my life.
Well,
I think it's like an average thing. Like if you average the three of us together, it's probably a pretty charming one person.
this one, she looks at Victor. Love him. He,
Yeah. So you'd
Oh,
say
God.
he's your favorite? Like,
yeah,
how does
What did I do? Wait a minute.
I think so.
I'm uncomfortable.
Well, shit, maybe not. He's got it too. Anxiety, I think. Listen, and do you want to plug your phone up, here, Victor?
I do, but I also want to glance at Calynn and be like, so we shouldn't lose these, right?
What, these phones?
Yeah, like the
Well, mine
Pokedex?
was free, so like it can't.
I know,
I
but
don't
you just said
have
you,
that.
you tended to lose phones, so I was just asking, like, what happens if we accidentally lose?
Well,
My last one isn't that far away.
you can
How many phones have you not lost?
0.
Zero.
Zero. Yeah. Just wanted to be clear on that. Can we... I look at Victor, I'm like, can you do the find my phone thing?
Wait, one. I know where one is.
The one in your hand?
Nope, a different two. I know, Ford. You're good looking out. I know where two are.
Yeah, I look at Victor, I'm like, do the find my phone thing on yours so that we can... Yeah, it's a good plan. I like where your head's at.
We're gonna track you guys. Okay, sorry, like out of the game for 1 second. That's a fucking genius idea for a D&D game.
What? Find my phone?
Yeah, the fact that we all know where each other's are through Find My Phone at all times, like that's genius, you guys. Damn, Tim. Okay, sorry. Back in.
And she says, well, Victor, the data's all backed up to the cloud. Once you've scanned it, it'll send it and back it up to the cloud. So if you lose your phone, you just need to get the app re-downloaded. And as like 4 years finishes up, you see a Pokédex app come up on your phone.
Oh, is that like in the Poke Play Store?
Yeah. You know, with all the Poke games.
They call it polka dots.
They call it Polka Dots. You know, you get it.
Yes, Clefairy Crush.
That's my favorite. I spent about $200 on that game. You need those lives, man. I used to play Dratini Merge. It was cool. I'm not going to explain it. It was the resource management game. So now you guys have your Pokedexes. Look, do you guys know how everything works? Like as far
For
as...
sure.
Okay,
Nope.
Calyn's good. Basically, you open the Pokedex and let your camera see, and it'll record the data. That's it. That's all you need to do.
I open the camera and I point it at Calynn.
What comes up?
It scans Calynn, not a Pokemon.
Okay, just checking.
So these apps we've developed based on the old technology that my grandfather worked on. So I'm not entirely sure these apps will work, but that's why I have you here. I need you to go out and check it.
Well, that's easy. And then Calynn will turn to Chonks and just do the...
Yeah.
It scans, and you see like a wireframe of Chonkmander come up, and then like it fills it in with Chonkmander's colors and like its shape and everything. This is a caught Pokemon. We do not record data for captured Pokemon.
Yeah, why? How?
You told
what?
us to go catch them to get you data and observe them, and
Yeah.
then, but it won't record. I think your
Yeah.
app's broken.
We
Do you want me
gotta-
to rate it
we gotta-
1 star in the store?
I throw a Pokeball at Calynn. We gotta scan them first.
Donk.
I take the Pokeball.
Fine now, bitch.
I pocket that shit.
Yeah, we gotta scan them first. And then
And
we
I'm
catch 'em.
already in the app store leaving notes for the developer.
You hear bling, and she looks at her phone, looks back to you, like a stone face, and just puts her phone back in her pocket. Listen, the league only lets you carry 6 legal Pokemon, but that's what I meant by catching it. You can. I thought you guys were out being trainers. I thought you were going to catch some Pokemon. That is my fault for assuming that. Maybe you don't want to catch them. I just asked that you go scan them.
Yeah, we could do both.
Yeah.
We can catch and we can scan the ones that we don't. Like, I'm in.
Very well, dude. So that's also a part of your job. As Brock said, he's going to pay you. I will offer you all free storage for all your Pokemon, because as you know, the league only lets you carry 6 legal Pokemon at a time. You can carry more on you if you want. I wouldn't recommend it because they don't like being in the Pokeballs for too long while you travel. It does kind of put them in a stasis where they can't be hurt in like a suspended state. But they're not in any pain or anything. They just don't like to be in for long periods of time. And she gestures towards like the storage area. This is where your Pokeballs will be stored, but we have the best accommodations for the Pokemon in Kanto. And as she says
Let's
that,
see it.
well, as she says that, Brock walks back in.
Yeah, it cuts to a Pokemon in a jacuzzi
Well,
with a mimosa.
he says, "I'll show you the way." And then if you guys follow him, he'll take you to this. Yeah.
Well, Victor and Calynn go with Dr. B. I'm going to stop and talk to Professor Willow for a second.
Okay.
Uh,
So Dr. B walks you two out, and as Professor Willow says, "Yeah, show him, Brock. I'm going to be in here," and you kind of linger behind. She looks up and sees, "Oh, hey, Ford."
Professor Willow, Professor Elm actually sent me with a Pokemon that I was supposed to give to you. It's a Totodile, and I'm totally not going to give it to you because I'm going to keep it. But I just wanted you to know, because I felt like I didn't do my job, and he told me that I should do this, and it's important. And I could show you the Totodile.
Yes.
Her name is Posey. If you want to like high five her or something, I could let her out, but you can't keep her because she's mine now.
Yes, I would. Please, I would love to see her if Professor Elm sent her.
Okay, so I do that. I let Posey out.
She comes out, and as the red light forms, you see this Totodile, arms folded. Wherever it's like, whenever it comes out, it's automatically like looking away from any person around it. Totodile.
Yeah, Professor Elm said that she was really hard to deal with, but I don't see it. She's been like super easy and done everything exactly that I've said. Like now. Like when I tell her to not look at you.
Oh, you've taught her this.
Yes.
She bends down next to the Totodile and she says, "Well, hey, Posey," and she reaches hand out. And as she does, you can tell Totodile doesn't bite her, but he like clenches, he opens his mouth and clenches his teeth at her as she like puts her hand forward. And she like pulls back real quick. And as Posey does that, you see her arms unfold. And give me a perception check.
Okay. The self-defense classes are paying off. What did you tell me to what kind of check?
Perception.
Okay. 7.
You see a small ball in Posey's hand. It looks like a Pokeball. one of the Pokeballs that's kind of shrunk. And
Can Pokemon have Pokemon? Wait, no, I didn't ask that. Let the narrative tell the story. Okay.
And it's the bottom is white like a regular Pokeball. The top is gold. And
I grab it.
Professor Willow notices it too. And like as she like sees you go for it, she's gonna go for it as well. So you can roll me and
I don't go for it for any other reason than I think that Posey's gonna throw it at her.
Oh well.
Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and say you can grab it as she like looks at it. It's your Pokemon. She's closer to you. You have the initiative on it. You grab the Pokeball.
Okay.
And she looks at you and she says, "I don't think Professor Elm wanted me to keep Posey."
Well, that's, I guess, that. Why would he send me then? But I mean, I guess that's super convenient.
She points to your hand.
I didn't know Pokemon could have Pokeballs.
Posey, like
It's like
as you
Pokeception.
as you like have took as you like have took the Pokeball, Posey looks over your shoulder, and at first it seems like she's gonna like reach up for the Pokeball, and then she just crosses her arms again and looks away. I
have no idea what's happening right now.
I think he just wanted to send me that Pokeball.
No,
I mean Professor Elm.
No, Posey's a she.
No, I know. I'm saying Professor Elm. I think he just wanted me to send.
Oh, okay.
He just wanted you to send me that Pokeball.
Oh, okay.
Posey was for you.
Oh. How did a... Okay. And I just hand over the Pokeball.
She looks at it.
Tiny.
I've been wondering if he was going to ever have me look at this. And she kind of reaches under her desk and puts a code in a safe and opens it up. Puts the ball in there and shuts it. And
Okay. That's super not cool, Professor Willow. What did I just give you?
It's just a Pokeball. One like we've never seen before, and Professor Elm has spent years trying to get it open, and he can't.
So it's like the sword in the stone?
She thinks for a second. You mean... Yes. Like, those stories.
So I should have tried to open it, is what you're saying. I blew my shot. I could have been king.
You could have been king. You fucked up. She's just laughs at that, and she says, "No, I don't think. I think it's just it needs either a key or I don't know.
I see a keyhole, but y'all know more about this stuff than I do.
Yeah. Who knows how it opens? Hopefully, we'll figure it out." Is there? Did you need anything? So I think you should keep Posey.
Okay, good, because I was going to anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're on the same page about that.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm going to try, and because I just learned that you're not supposed to leave the Pokemon in the Pokeballs too long, I'm going to be like, "Come on, Posey," and I'm going to see if Posey will follow me.
When I say too long, I mean weeks.
Okay.
So they're good for a little, but yeah, you can have your Pokemon out. That's your Pokemon. You do whatever you want with it. And
all right.
Posey waddles with you.
She's okay, good. He follows.
Yeah. Calynn and Victor, as Brock wipes the last tears from his eyes, he takes you up this ramp that leads to just a black door with a silver handle, and you see a wall that stretches as far as you can see that way and as far as you can see that way. Huge. And he says, "You guys ready to see something cool?"
Yeah?
He
Yes.
pulls out a key and unlocks a door, opens the door, and as he opens the door, sunlight hits you. And as you step forward, you're now just catching up to them. And as you walk in behind them, Chompmander and Posey both waddling into. You guys are standing on a balcony overlooking a huge meadow, and at the end of the meadow, you see forest, and off to the side there's a waterfall and a big pond and a river running through. And this is just a massive area. Like, you can see that it is domed with like it's a glass dome, and it stretches far, miles and miles. As Dr. B steps in with you, he says, "This will be your all's Pokemon sanctuary. Any Pokemon you send back, they will be able to live in here. Usually captured Pokemon won't fight amongst each other. They will live in..."
I look at Totodile.
She looks over at Chonk, and Chonk looks back at her, and you see, like, just immediately they both scowl at each other. Totodile, cha! And they both step on either side of you, of Calynn and Ford.
Okay.
Whenever you send a Pokemon back, we'll let it spend its time in here so it doesn't have to stay cooped up in the Pokeball.
I want to pick up Posey and hold her and show her this and tell her that all that the sun touches is hers.
Give me a charm.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I look at Chonks and go, but the shadowy place over there is ours?
Yeah, you give me a charm roll too.
I got a 5 on that.
9.
So Posey, as you like lift her up, and she like side glances back over her shoulder, and you see her eyes roll. But Chonk, when you lean down and tell her that, you see her flame darken a little bit, and her eyes glare out over like where the waterfall or whatever is. It kind of casts a shadow, and then the woods are also casting a shadow out. Cha.
Immediately on seeing this, Calyn's like, woo!
Yeah, Chonk Panda does the same.
I'm sorry, did she say char or scar? I couldn't hear that quite
Scar,
right.
And after you guys, do you guys have anything you want to do while you're in this room, in this area?
Spoons out so he can see.
Yep. You let him out of his Pokeball, and like he looks around and takes in everything. And after about 3 seconds, he disappears, and right behind you, he's like just leaning on your shoulder, kind of close, and just like looking around.
And he's doing a Jack from Titanic.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
Wrapped
I'm
around
flying
you.
spoons.
Oh no. The wind gusts up right at that
And
moment.
that's beautiful. It's beautiful. You see it.
You gotta draw that.
Loving it. Yeah, and after you guys take in this site, Brock will kind of take you around, and he'll say, "There's we have the state-of-the-art kitchen if you guys need to use it. There's also the lab facilities. If this is all comes as part of you guys helping us out, you can come back here and use these things. We have a portable grower, or we have a regular grower. It's not portable, but you can grow things here. We have a fossil machine if you need it. We have just workstations if you need them."
It makes
All right, so, like,
fossils.
What's the catch, though?
"You're helping us." He shrugs. That's it.
Yeah, I'm in. It all sounds good. I want to go start today.
Yeah, I mean, I just, as you guys are still walking through the facilities, he says, "I just recommend you maybe guys you stock up a little bit before you head out, but here, I'll go ahead and give you all your first payment." And he hands you, you see him pull out a phone, and you all get like pings on your phone. You've received 1,000 Poké Dollars.
Poke Venmo us?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to think of a
Oh, pal.
Pokepal. Yeah. Hell
So
yeah,
good.
dude. When you send it, it goes Pika Pika. No, it goes meow.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
so good.
And he says, "Yeah, this is a. You guys might get into some trouble. You on your journeys, you might get into some things you can't get out of. Hopefully, you can get out of them all. Hopefully, you win a lot of battles, catch a lot of Pokemon. But hopefully, the bond that you build with your Pokemon and with each other is amazing. And hopefully, that's what you get out of this. If we can do something better for Pokemon in general along the way, why not do it?" All
Sounds
right.
good to me.
And by this time, you guys are back towards the front door.
I'm gonna pull Brock aside real quick, and just be like, so, with all this like attack on Kanto and messing with these Pokemon and stuff, are we gonna encounter any like shady characters? Like, do you know who was responsible? Like what should we be looking out for from like a human standpoint?
Well, a lot of the people that were there that day didn't make it back. And there were some of the best trainers in Kanto and Johto. We haven't heard of them showing up in Kanto at all, but the fact that you saw those kind of Pokemon, there's only one place they could have came from. If you encounter anything like that, I would be on your guard and maybe don't engage yourself.
Gulps and kind of nods grimly and like walks away.
Did we hear that conversation? Me and Calynn?
Well, she said she pulled him to the side, so I figured that was just them kind of...
I mean, it doesn't have to be like in confidence, but just kind of like, hey, like before we go, like
as you're walking out, you kind of grab him, stop him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They made Poke people.
That was something I haven't thought of. Maybe they did, and that's
How have you not seen the
wild and
island of Dr. Moreau? It's Marlon Brando. Oh my goodness.
All
right.
That might be. There's Mr. Mimes, and he kind of thinks for a second. No way. Okay, do you guys need anything else from me?
No.
All right, well, have fun. And he kind of gestures at the door.
As we're leaving, I look at Calynn, and I'm like, when Victor was talking about shady people, he was talking about you.
Well, that's rude. I was right here.
I saw the Band-Aids, and then I keep walking.
And as we're going out the door, Calyn's gonna turn around as like she's walking through the door and be like, "Don't worry, Dr. B, you'll get her next time when your divorce is happening." And then like go through the door.
No! Yeah, I run back in. I run back in. I'm like, she's very sorry, and then run back out.
She's done it twice in an hour. You leave Dr. B in a puddle of his own tears.
Oh no!
It was meant to be encouraging.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It super wasn't.
You guys get out into Pallet Town. What do you want to do?
We're supposed to go buy stuff. Going to buy stuff? Hey, you guys want to buy stuff?
Yeah. If we're gonna be out on the road, I need like a tent. Some chalk. Yeah, let's go buy some stuff.
Wait, chalk?
Yeah. I always try to have chalk on me.
Like in case you're poisoned?
Yeah, there's like a million uses for chalk.
Writing. Poisoned.
Okay, there's like one use for
Oh,
chalk, but there's
rock
a
climbing.
million situations where you can use the chalk. for writing.
There's one situation, and it's writing.
Have you ever been lost in the woods?
No! I know exactly where I am.
I do not believe that at all. I'm pretty sure you don't know where you are at this moment.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Look around.
Ford just walks to the store to go buy chalk.
Yeah, you can get some chalk. It's about $1.
Okay.
Polka dot.
It sounds like we have dollars in this economic system that you built for us.
Simple.
Yeah, I thought we were using Zelda money. Weren't we going to use rupees or something?
I'm going to up the amount of Pokeballs I have by 1, because I stole that one from Ford.
Alright, goes in, takes 1 Pokeball away, learns lesson.
I will say, as you guys move around Pallet City and some of the shops you guys definitely see there's a Pokemart, the Poke Center, and the Poke Lab. That's
Did you say a Pokemart?
Pokemart.
Mm-hmm.
That's the store.
I thought that was
not
a goof.
even
I didn't
a
realize
Walmart.
that.
Not even a goof. That's really what it's called.
There's like a residential area off in the distance a little bit, like sitting to itself. You guys do see a bigger house, like a mansion type place.
It's a Pokemart.
Yep.
But it has nothing to do with Pokemon. It was actually founded by Gumby's horse.
Oh, Pokey.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the canon that we're going to go with.
I
Yeah.
hate this so much.
And
Yeah.
Pokey is just standing outside. There's a big grand opening sign, and Pokey is there in a suit, like shaking everybody's hands.
So, it's just a wacky, waving, flailing arm tail that fell over. Also around here, as you guys see that house off in the distance, it kind of sits in the woods a little bit. You also see a big building that says Silphco Cruises. You see a big building that has like some what are they called? The dishes, like not like a cup or a plate.
A satellite dish?
Yeah, it has like 3 big ones on the top of it. It's like a multi-story building.
No, I cannot wait to visit Austin's house because on his roof is a satellite dish, a satellite cup, and a satellite plate. And probably like forks and knives.
You get it?
My favorite part was Austin's brain went to dishes, which is the right word, but then he goes, not like cups or plates.
Well,
But he got there. He got me there.
He was there. He started there. He
I
just
started
added
there.
it. He did like for people listening at home, he did like a full like half YMCA impersonation of a satellite dish.
This thing. And on the top of that building it says the entertainment station and like neon lights. Yeah, and that's what it is. There's different buildings all around. Those are the ones of note.
To the Pokemart.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys get to the Pokemart.
Nice. Nailed it. Knew exactly where I was the whole time.
Yeah. There's a guy working. He's got shaggy brown hair. He's just kind of leaning on the counter.
But we can just go in and ruin the symmetry of the shelves.
Yeah. Do it. He says, hey, can I help you with anything?
Nope.
Nope.
So this has everything that we need, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys want to decide what you buy? Like, are you... basically, are you getting anything that you're going to use anytime soon? Like if you're getting a tent,
Yeah, I definitely want a tent. I'm going to be out in the world.
anything else you guys want to get while we're in here?
All of my supplies that I have in my inventory currently that I haven't had a reason to actually purchase. So
Alright.
I'll run through the list real quick if you want me to run through the list.
No, that's fine. You
Okay.
have that, and you can say you bought it now. You still have that
Okay.
money on top of it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Good RP. Like you got here, so you restocked that. I like it.
Yeah. Narratively, it makes sense for me to have an inventory now.
Hell
And-
yeah.
Calynn, Victor, anything you guys specifically want?
I think other than the things that we kind of already had on the list,
Yeah.
I would like to buy a few more revives as well.
Okay. I don't remember how much those were.
Me either.
All right, I'll look real quick.
You don't have to. We can figure it out later.
Okay.
Can-
you wanna say 2 or 3, whatever, like whatever.
Whatever
you
I
can
can
get.
afford, yeah.
All right.
Can we canonically make it to where revives come in those little bottles like 5-hour energy?
That's. I mean, yeah. So
Okay.
remind me to talk about that when we stop recording. I don't want to get into it because I have a fun thing I want to talk to you all about. I don't want to do it right here. I'm already gonna have to cut this part anyway, so it's fine. But I don't want to basically go too far.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
You guys go through, pay for your stuff, get out, and you ready to go? You guys heading out to Route 1? That's where some Pokemon are.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Yep.
do it.
Okay. You
I
guys-
literally have no idea where Pokemon are, so
In the tall
We're gonna-
grass, Tim.
and that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to
Ford our way there.
There's it.
Oh.
So, you guys make your way. I'm not letting you dab by yourself, Kaycie. You guys
Cute.
make your way to the edge of town, and you see a big golden sign that says Route 1.
McDonald's. Okay.
And as you step on the Route 1, you see the tall grass standing about 50 feet in front of you. And you watch as this... You see a boy stand up out of it, grab his hat, turn it around backwards, pull a purple and white ball with an M on it out of his bag, and throw a curveball. And you see this ball spinning in the air, and it whack hits a Pidgey. And as it hits the Pidgey, the ball opens and it engulfs the Pidgey in this red light and pulls it in. You guys see the ball shake once, twice, 3 times, and then 3 sparks come off the ball as it clicks. And the boy turns around to you 3 and looks at you and he says, "I'm youngster Billy, and this is how I'm starting my Pokemon journey." And we'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Late Starters. You can catch more of me at CZDrop on Twitter or twitch.tv/CZDrop. You know, I stream D&DB every other Sunday at 11 American Eastern Time or 10 Canadian Central Time in the morning. That's where you can find me at. Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. You can find me at Remo Beware on Twitter, or, in a much better place, horsegirls.club, because I do a podcast called Horse Girls. You may have heard of it. It's pretty good. What about you, Kaycie?
Hi, I'm Kaycie. I'm some places on the internet. You should check out my link tree, which is linktr.ee/KCD Studios for finding me places. But most importantly, I write and draw a webcomic called B-Side You, and you can read that for free at bsideyoucomic.com. And if you read it and you like it, you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/KCD Studios, and help me support making the comic. And otherwise, check out Animorphs Anonymous, which I do with Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I wanted to bring the energy that Tim brought here. So here we are. You can find me on Twitter at Alex and Birds and TikTok at Alex and Birds. Now I have no videos. Congrats. You can still find me. Literally just find me on all the things I do with these fine people. I'm on Dungeons and Draken Beams, Horse Girls with Tim and Jenna, and with Kaycie at Animorphs Anonymous, and then a few other side projects, some of them that are on hiatus right now, like Soup Salad Sandwich and Cat Mystic Crisis, a Superboy podcast. And those are most of the places you can find me. The others, you win a prize if you find me there.
I brought a ton of energy. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the way you started. You turned to the camera. You're like, "Hi, my name is Tim."
Very Mr. Rogers.
You could start late, but at least you're starting. Okay, bye.